Cool. My computer updated and all my mic stuff was broken. Good thing that was an easy fix. Gamers, hello, welcome. Everything has started. Sorry about that. Glad I noticed that instantly. Hey, we're shiny hunting today. Joke's on you. We're actually playing Miku Boxing. The Miku Boxing is what we're playing. I'm actually not going to click on it because it disconnects my controller. But, so I want to try to get Persian today, at least. But I did a little outbreak checkaroni, and we actually managed to get, like, I booted up the game and got a silly cobra outbreak. So I went ahead and, like, formed that. So I figured we could start with that. I do need a Sandaconda. Other than that, let me see here. That might be the only yeah, that's the only, and Gastrodon, but Gastrodon doesn't have a spawn that I can find. So I'm not too worried about Gastrodon. So, yeah, we're gonna just start with Silly Cobra. And like I said, I've already got the outbreak ready for us. I've already saved, but I'm gonna double save just in case. And hopefully we get one of these kind of quickly. If we don't get it quickly, as long as we get it in one sandwich, I'm fine with. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the Gastrodon, just because I feel like Gastrodon's gonna be hard to find anyways. So there is that. But let us go ahead and make us a little Sammy. Oops. I want you, ham. Oops. Double ham, not single ham. There's that. And we can go with 2 curry powders. And what about bitter and spicy? I'm not too worried about the encounter power because of, well, honestly, there's just like so many ground tops here, it's irrelevant. But if we get it, we get it. As long as we got the sparkling, and actually, I guess it's just sparkling. As long as we have sparkling, that's all we need. This juicy ham sandwich. I'm gonna like hope that that's not gonna cause a problem. That probably will cause a problem. All right, well, this is a awful mess of a sandwich. We're gonna see. Lucifer, hello, welcome. Let's see if we get it. Like I said, as long as I get the shiny and I guess title, as long as I get shiny is the main thing. That's all I really care about here. Also, gamers, you guys would be happy to know Minecraft with my sister. Oh, hopefully you're enjoying Minecraft. I have finished, not the ROM hack, but I have finished going through all the old moves and updating them in the ROM hack. So I do have that. Ground. Wow, that still counted. I am shocked. I am shooketh. But yeah, Silly Cobra is also hard to notice. So I'm gonna have to be kind of like observant here for it. The problem is also the spawn. Probably is better for me to picnic. Well, I can probably go out this way and do it. But yeah, I finished reworking all the old moves and updating them and adding a couple more. I counted earlier, there was like 20 something moves that I've updated. So I'm getting there. I've got to rebalance some of the moves that I did adjust to make them slightly more useful. AI, hello, welcome. But like, I know there's also a bunch of gaps to fill that I've tried to fill as best I can. I know I need like a kind of a strong fairy move. I just gotta add Moonblast to the game. I added Scald. How do you tell your parents you like anime? Well, for me, my parents just would buy me anime stuff and they're like, oh, okay. They didn't really like judge me on it at all, as long as I was still doing my studies. That was the important thing. So they didn't really care that much. I did, when I was growing up, I did do a thing where when I was younger, I would one of these is shiny, isn't it? No, it's not. It's just male and female. Damn you, I already have Hypnotoss. All scary when you ask her something. I mean, most parents seem scary, but they're always looking out for your best interest. I assure you. But yeah, my parents had no problem when it came to that whole deal. When I was younger, I did buy weights. When I say younger, I was pretty young. like Naruto, to pretend I like Naruto. Or to pretend I was like Naruto. I can't even speak today. Also, gamers, don't forget, if you haven't, make sure you like the video. It helps me out a ton. I think I want to picnic here. Do picnic hunts. Also, today should be just kind of a chill day, chill, relaxing day. I know I'm not streaming tomorrow, so that way I can get some rest. And that way I don't just burn myself out of streaming. Because if you do it too much, you'll end up miserable. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be faster just to picnic. Jermisha, hello, welcome. You're in time for us to do some picnic hunts. Oops, nope. I've never done this on this game. Get out of here. We're looking for a shiny Silly Cobra. Really, we're looking for a Sandaconda, but we got an outbreak for a Silly Cobra, so I'm gonna take advantage of that while I can. It is a very hard to spot shiny. I did spot one though before. I spotted it in a sandstorm even. I do not play Roblox. I have zero interest in Roblox. Roblox strikes me as a very gross kids game. Full of microtransactions, which is kind of scummy. And by kind of scummy, I mean pretty scummy. Chat, I was doing my little dance just then to boost my luck. That should be all. Who's my favorite anime character? That is a good question. My favorite anime character. Oops. Probably if we have to say overall, it's probably Gintoki. He's a pretty solid character. And Gintama does not get enough love. It's not my favorite anime. It's up there, but it's definitely not my favorite anime. But overall character, he's probably up there. Pretty high. Play it. See, the game called Adopt Me sounds horrifying for young people to play. And yeah, it's just it. Goku wins. Nah, Goku dies. Can't even beat Superman. Scrub. That being said, chat, bringing up Goku. The Daima anime series, Dragon Ball Daima, has actually been very good today. Or not today, but this series. I've enjoyed it quite a lot. Way more than that garbage that was Super. Pray them to get better ones. It sounds like a pretty weird game. Like I said, and from what I've seen on it, like doors and stuff like that, it's very microtransaction heavy. Gojo or Goku? Gojo, because I do not like Goku at the slightest. I ship Moss Elf. What? Moss Elf. That sounds like something you would see in like a mono series. I didn't do anything. I have not done a single thing. I will not let chat put words in my mouth today. You will not catch me in that trapperonis. Not here, you won't. Sorry. No need to be sorry. I'm just messing with you guys. I'm just messing. English or Spanish? All languages are beautiful. I'll take the cop-out answer. If you're asking me which language I can speak, well, I guess you'll have to stick around to find out. Doors is an amazing horror game. That was late. Doors is a very microtransaction game. I do know it is one of the better Roblox games, though. But it brings zero, it still has zero interest. If I was gonna play a horror game, I would just play like RE2 or something. Alright. I can just tell you're gonna be a troll, so I'm just gonna do this premature. Try to grow up. It is one reason why Shorts chat does not get displayed. Chat, I don't know. I've been barely paying attention to this. But I do not feel like we are going to get a shiny silly cobra today. Or right now. I do need to get it before the timer runs out, though. I probably should look and see what one looks like, but I think I'll remember it when I see it. It doesn't help. Actually, having a ground sandwich here probably hinders more than helps. Because of all the ground tops that do spawn. Although, this is a pretty good bit. Let's keep this up. Let's see the silly cobras. I don't want to see hippodons and hippopotas. That's the problem with silly cobra is like, it's surrounded by bad things. It's surrounded by so many ground tops. In like one of the worst areas. But I need this thing. And while we already have an outbreak, there's no reason not to hunt it. Like, at all. I just wish there wasn't so many ground tops. It sucks too, because the only other game this thing's in is Sword and Shield, where shiny hunting's awful. And I refuse. And I don't want to picnic because picnicking's boring. I saw it because you were cool. I appreciate it. I don't know the game you're playing. This is Pokemon Scarlet. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just chilling and doing a little bit of shiny hunting. Effectively, one of these little guys will be a different color. It is very rare. Well, not as rare as it used to be, but it's pretty much my relaxation game. Violet's better? I would agree. I like Violet more. But Violet doesn't have Urban Mystic in it anymore. So we're forced to do Scarlet. Plus there's some version exclusives in Scarlet I gotta get at some point. Just a handful. Although, like I said, the ones that we've had, the ones that are left are like really annoying to hunt. All the good ones are gone, except Meowth. Meowth won't be too bad. But But I do want to just see what we get here for these silly cobras. I love seeing Pokemon glitch. Also, chat, earlier I started stream, and it was like, your CPU, 0% usage. I'm like, I don't know if that's good or not. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good in the slightest. But stream's fine, so I don't know what that's about. That I could not tell myself. Yeah, here, hold on. Yeah, it generally might be better to not have a ground sandwich here. I could fly all the way. No, I couldn't. I was like, I could fly to Blueberry Academy and get the sandwich, but I don't have points in this one. I wish someone found a way to make like shiny ground, but with a different encounter table or different encounter power. Because I feel like sometimes that would be great for stuff like this. In Minecraft, did the damage somehow? I didn't touch the floor. Well, obviously you touched the floor if it did damage. You got hit with the 1-2 combo. I haven't played Minecraft in ages now at this point in time. One day maybe I'll return. Also, chat, don't forget to stay hydrated. Hydration is important. No shiny silly cobras. Just run so that way I can despawn them all. I need to drink then. Yeah, hydration's important. Gotta stay drinking that water. Don't drink none of that soft drink stuff. That was one thing I wish growing up I actually listened to my people is not drinking soft drinks. They're so bad. Also, yeah, I don't know why, but like today my back hurts. It isn't hurting a fat minute, but it do be hurting today. Like, not terribly hurting. At least not yet. You shiny? You're shiny, aren't you? You're not shiny. I just thought the lighting. Damn you, lighting. Ah, hello, welcome. I can explain why this isn't Miku boxing. It's because I joked you. It's right here. I mean, there's tons of games in there. Thanks, Evolution. Silly Cobra's Evolution? I like Sandaconda. G-Man also, hello, welcome. Loading. Bunch of loading signs. Chat, what I'm actually doing is putting everybody in here that's right now watching. You guys are all gonna have to play Miku boxing. So get ready. Hope you're ready for fisticuffs. This sucks. She has a boxing game? She sure does. She sure do. The song's starting with A. I have yet to play. I opened it up earlier. I was gonna do it as a joke. And I opened the game up. And then it disconnected my Pro Controller. Because obviously you can't use the Pro Controller. And I'm like, oh. Well, I'm not gonna do this joke then. Shiny. The lighting makes it to where I can't tell if anything's shining, and I gotta be careful on knocking things out. Bow, boom. Conversation today, full combo. Everybody over here, we're all Miko boxing today? Bum. I wonder if I decided to stream Miku boxing. This is like probably a 1% chance of happening, by the way, so do not say this is gonna happen. I wonder how quick you would get a DMCA, because I feel like all of Miku's songs are DMCA'd, right? There's no way they're not. Gonna get water? Get you that water. Water is important. Importante. Wait, I already knocked out 60 of these little guys, so I can't, like, do a whole lot more, or they'll be gone. This looks like a Paris. From the rear. You shiny? No. Welcome back. Chat, I don't know where the shinies are. We burned all our luck. See, chat, if you haven't been here recently for shiny hunting, we've had insane shiny luck. So it's time it comes back to bite us. And this thing shiny's like barely noticeable. Because why wouldn't it be? If only it had something that stood out. Actually, I probably should look at it. Let me go to Cerebi real quick and look at this thing. Cerebi. It's like more of a ghosty color. Its eyes are darker though. Okay. I have seen what I needed to see. My mind's eye is true. So yeah, chat, it's like slightly more of a ghosty color where the brown is. Which means it's going to be all about lighting. I feel like its tail might be like the easiest way of seeing. All things considered. I could be wrong though. I could be very much so wrong. If only there wasn't a blue million other things spawning. So my phone just gave it back to me. Oof. I do not have a sister, so I don't know that pain. I was also the oldest. Also, when I was growing up, cell phones didn't exist, so. Like, at all. My first phone was the meme Nokia phone. And that was it. The meme Nokia phone. I was a snake professional playing it too. Don't get me wrong, I could outsnake the greatest snakers ever. So fun. What, Snake? Snake was a lot of fun. One day they'll make a movie about Snake. I'm calling it now. Chat, in 2028, when there's a movie called Snake, you guys heard it here first. Just remember that. So, when I first read that, I do know the movie, yes. When I first read that, I thought you meant, like, do I literally know how to train a dragon? I'm like, sure, dude. I've watched Game of Thrones. But yes, I do know the series. I feel like there's not many people that don't know that series. It was a pretty big hit. Oh, are they? I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Sometimes a movie takes a while. I know the FNAF movie took like, what, 12 years or something like that? I've been on a big, like, horror kick, learning how, like, a lot of the horror movies are made. And you would be surprised on some of the timelines of these movies. And just how they're made. Fun fact, chat. For those that know what Child's Play is, in the very first, like, it actually still might be, not the remake. The remake's like hot garbage, but the first, like, at least 2 of them, like, to control the doll, Chucky, there was like, it takes like 8 people to do to control it, and it's wild to see. Back turn. So anyways, chat, a horror movie marathon. Actually, Saturday, after the Mario Party collab, which if you don't know what Mario Party is, first of all, how could you not know what Mario Party is? Second of all, make sure you show up for Saturday's Mario Party collab. But I actually have a friend coming over, and we're actually watching the first 2 Child's Plays. And we're watching Pooh Blood and Honey #2. Jurassic City. I did not like Jurassic Park World. Like, I didn't like the World version, or Jurassic World. And the one that came after that, I didn't see at all. Dominion. But I've watched enough reviews and seen enough clips to know that it was not my cup of tea. The Clue movie, the behind the scenes of that is pretty wild. People doing stuff out of frame live. No, I have not seen the Clue movie. I should check it out though, because I've heard it was actually a pretty good movie. I did see a movie, or was looking into a movie called 13 Ghosts. The set design for it was really good. The movie itself also seemed pretty interesting. Like, the ghosts themselves were really thought out. The human cast was also pretty solid, but the story was a little weak. Just a little weak. But yeah, for those that do not know, I love movies. Even though I don't go to the movie theaters often to watch them because movie theaters are expensive, but I do like movies. I'll get on and kick. And I've learned about a couple other new movies, such as Llamapocalypse. A new meme movie, if you will. Actually, that one's pretty bad. It's like kind of worse than a meme movie. There's like several of them I've seen. Dude, it'd be so cool if Powdon and them didn't spawn in like day or not. That would be the coolest thing ever. Unfortunately, that is not the world we live in. Oh, but down. I feel like I can probably knock out some of these things. and be okay, especially because I'm probably gonna have to reset anyways. Bum, 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 bum. No. Also, chat, for the ROM hack I'm making, I'm trying to put an emphasis on Seafoam Islands, because in Kanto you don't really go to Seafoam Islands because for Articuno. And I have expanded the map there. And I plan on making it the worst puzzle known to mankind. Like, actually turbo worst kind. Like I said, also, I had an idea, and I was talking to... I need to figure out how to do it. But I figured out the easiest way to test maps. I just need to learn how to actually make the warp points work. But I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, oh, you know what I should do is make warp points to, like, maps that are changing a bunch. Like Seafoam Islands. So I can just warp right to Seafoam Islands. Is this because of night time? Night time. No, get out of here. But I'm pretty excited. I want to try to do a massive ice puzzle as well. We'll see if that actually holds true and I'm able to do a massive ice puzzle. But I want to. There's that. Also, I was looking at the map editor. I can't tell. There's like a current room, and I want to do something with those water currents. I can't tell which way's up and which way's down. And it bothers me. One day, though. One day I'll figure it out. Probably when I actually go to it. I feel like also making those puzzles are a lot more complicated than I think they're gonna be. Like, originally I was like, you know, it's just placing down tiles, but if you think about it at the end of the day, there's a lot more that goes into it than just placing the tile down too. And making sure it obviously works. Because you obviously want more than one path. So what I think I'm gonna do is sling tiles every way known to mankind, and then worry about making it work. I also want to try to figure out a way to make it to where you have to like re-enter like the room. How much better is it if I just like close this out? Oh. Sammy number 2. Hopefully we get some good stuff. Hopefully you get a shiny this sandwich. If I don't have a shiny sandwich, how much more Sandacondas am I going to be seeing? Silly Cobras. It looks like about the same. I mean, I guess the nice thing about this, though, is I don't have to worry about burning Herba Mystica. I can just sit here and run around forever. What are the outbreak odds? Just normal outbreak odds. Out. Let us take a gander, shall we? No, I still probably want to do a sandwich. I still want to do a sandwich. 1 in 800's kind of bad. I won't goof this sandwich up though, chat. Don't worry. Oof. All right, this. We need some ham. Some juicy ham. 2 things of curry powder. Red flag. Red flag is what we're going with. I wish there was a way I could... You know, I'm surprised they didn't add this feature in the DLC, where you literally just rebuild the sandwich. Like, if you've built it so many times, it just automatically is there for you. And you don't have to redo it. I'm surprised it's not a feature. Like, that seems like something that would be pretty easy to implement too. At least I would imagine it would be. I don't know actually the logistics on how hard that would be, but I would imagine it wouldn't be too terrible. All right, glasses, give me luck. Ground. All right, 1 in 500. We've probably seen like 30 of these things. Well, I've seen at least 60 of them, but... All right, so they're a little more ghosty looking. Let's hope we actually get some good spawns from them. Because that's the thing that's going to suck, is actually getting to spawn. Even with the outbreak. Sandstorm. Also, chat, I haven't been hungry like all day today, but I've suddenly gotten like super hungry. My body do be weird. At times. Although I guess that's kind of like everyone's body. And if you're wondering why I'm going over that way, it's just so that I can try to despawn these guys. Is he not? No worries. We're just chilling with some silly cobras. I appreciate you stopping by, Poketail. Go grind that Psyduck. I don't know if that's what you're doing, but I do know Psyduck came out today. I think. Maybe it didn't come out today. I actually don't know. I was talking to Carrie and she had shown me the Psyduck. Any shinies? Nope. None at all. Yeah, I don't want to pay money for it. Oh. Oh yeah, she said something. It was like you had to pay money for it, and that surprised me. And then I asked her, I was like, well, I mean, is Golduck good? Because I assumed it evolves into Golduck, but I think she said that it doesn't evolve, which is weird. Psyduck is going to be the new mascot. Hopefully it doesn't take long to release for free. Oh, also chat, next week, I guess I can talk about this now. I got to collab with someone that I've never collabed with, so they'll be kind of new to the channel. It should be quite fun. We'll end up playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. That doesn't evolve, and you're not, just like Pikachu and Duraludon. I mean, Duraludon kind of makes sense, because the game came out before Duraludon. I didn't even know Duraludon was in the game. But it came out before Duraludon was released, I assume, I think. Or like its evolution was released. But, I mean, and Pikachu's, you know, Pikachu. But yeah, anyways, it should be a pretty fun stream. I think it's like on Sunday of next week. Saturday or Sunday, I don't remember which day it is. One of those days is Mario Party, one of them's that. I've been trying to fill out Mario Party as much as I can. I was gonna unlock the maps, and then I got really lazy. Didn't do it. Sounds like a fun collab. Yeah, it should be. It should be. I've talked to him a good bit. He's also one of the few people. I found him because of, funny enough, Raza. He's one of the few people I've seen stream the Atelier games. And if you don't know what an Atelier game is, they are great, but very unique and not for everyone. The Jamboree Stream was pretty good. I liked it a lot. The crew that I'm playing with this week is a different crew. Def will be there, Anderson from the Draft Lock will be there, and Andreas will be there. The one that we did the shiny race with. Those will be the 4 this week. I want to try to get Carrie in on one of the Jamboree streams at some point in time too. It's just going to be hard because of our schedules being so drastically different now from where she's working, but I know next week, unless something changes, we have Def, Saren, and look at all these snakes. Thanks. Def, Saren, and Aaron, and all them back as well for at least one more of them. I'll try to get them all again too, because like I said, I want to play that game a good bit. It's a lot of fun. I did see someone do a 20-turn game, and it took 3 hours though. Makes a pain too, yeah. Yep. Because she is now 13, either 11 or 13 hours ahead of me. I can't remember which one it is. I struggle to get the stream. Stops around my yoga time, yeah. It was nice when we were doing like the Soul Link, because it was a little later. But I try not to do late streams because I'm old and I like sleep. But I feel like for Mario Party, we probably could figure something out. Whether it be like an early stream for me and late stream for her. Or something like that. Obviously that's in the back end, but we got to find 2 other people too. Which shouldn't be hard because there's several people that want to play Mario Party. Or that it seems like have Mario Party. I know Aaron played it yesterday. Also, chat, just to talk about Aaron, because I was watching his Kazo stream. He's been playing Kazo. Hitmon Aaron, specifically, who was in Draftlog. He was playing Kazo, and he got to Archie a couple weeks ago, and he didn't beat Archie. As you know, Archie's can be pretty brutal. Then he booted it up today, had to go through all those puzzles, or like yesterday, 2 days ago. He had to go through all those puzzles in Seafloor Cavern to get back to it, which is honestly harder than Archie in my opinion. And in one shot, he beats Archie like first try, using the power of Muck. It was pretty funny. And he ended up learning explosion memes are the way. And that they are. The fire bird Pokemon, yes. Chat, in my ROM hack, should I give Muck a fire move, like a random fire move and fly? I feel like it'd be kind of funny. Wait, no, since you were there for it? Yeah, I know, that's why I like feel like I shouldn't do that. Apparently, by the way, GS Chronicles did get an update at some point. So maybe I'll return to that for an update at some time. I don't know when though, or if I will actually do that. But apparently it did get an update. Dex, hello, welcome. Gets flamethrower normally. Might be wrong, but I know 100% know Weezing does. Interesting. I'm trying to balance a move. I'm thinking of giving like the Evolutions a signature move, like all of them. I have an idea for Vaporeons, and I think I've got Flareons worked out. Just a really strong like fire move because it needs something. And I think I have an idea for Jolteons too, but Jolteons might be too strong. I have to think about it. I'm doing good, Dex. I am literally just chilling with chat and shiny hunting. Hopefully you're doing well too. You two are the same. Any shinies today? Nah, not today. We're in an outbreak though, so hopefully we'll get one soonish. We just started our second sandwich. But yeah, the idea for Flareon's move, I have it right now to where it never misses, because I feel like a fire move that never misses that's physical is pretty solid. And it's a pretty cool idea. But I think it's kind of too strong. Today, I would like to get Silly Cobra finished, which means I need to get just one more Silly Cobra, because I already have one shiny. And I would like to finish Meowth if I can do it. Knock out those two, and that if we got both of these shiny, we would be like 13 away, I think, from having the living dex done. The shiny living dex. So we're at the point where everything's a pain to shiny hunt. Hopefully you can get them then. Yeah, hopefully so. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I've definitely had droughts before, and our recent shiny luck has been insanely wild, so it's about time for it to come back and bite me in the butt. And this shiny's very hard to notice, and it spawns with a bunch of other ground tops, so it's gonna be a rough one. As some of them always are. Actually, they're all pretty much. Well, Meowth, I don't think the Meowth will be that bad. Like I said, we got one Meowth last stream. We did. And it was pretty easy. Silly Cobra, Silly Cobra, Silly Cobra. What I one day should do is put a graphic of what I'm shiny hunting on the stream. But that would require work. That would require lots of work. Than older games. It depends on what older games. I still think the easiest game to shiny hunt is probably Ultra Sun and Moon, because it's just MASH A simulator. This game objectively should be easy. It does have the best odds for a shiny. Some of the Pokemon placement are kind of awful too, like Silly Cobra. It's because of how many ground tops are around, and there's not really anything you can do about it. X and Y, pain. Yeah. X and Y, you have at least Friend Safari, but even then, that's still kind of bad to mess with. Gave up after a while? Yeah. I mean, I've been shiny hunting since X and Y to try to get a full shiny living deck, so it definitely has been a long process. And I go on and off quite a bit when it comes to shiny hunting. Shoes, I can't really think of play on. Ashen Flare. Raises the user's defense. So, alright, I'm gonna let everyone in on a little secret about my hack. Anything that buffs stats, probably you will not be able to use. Because that was one of the things in Kazo that made it really difficult. Shiny, by the way. Shiny! Silly Cobra, we're done! Thank God. That was the most random we're done ever. But, in Kazo, there's not really stat buffing moves, which makes it hard. The Pokemon that do get stat buffing moves are typically worse. Like, it's one reason why Sunflora is considered one of the best Pokemon early game is because it gets growth. So, there's that. Alright, so we can save. Alright, cool. Again, I'm not gonna worry about Gastrodon. How much longer is left in this? 16 minutes? Not worth it. Gastrodon doesn't exist. Unless it does. Let me see if I can get Gastrodon to spawn. Yeah, and I feel like that's all, like, kind of a unique thing to see when it comes to that. So, I bet Gastrodon does not spawn here. No, we just got some Sandy Cast. Which I already got. Unfortunate. Okay. Alright, well let's see if we can get a Meowth today. Shall we? Was there any other... Let me look and see here, actually. I stopped because that was the first outbreak I saw. Is there any other outbreaks that are worth farming? Does not appear to be. Alright, so now let's see if we can get a Meowth. Let us see if we can get the Meowthsters. So Meowth's tail and hands and stuff like that stand out a good bit. At least they did the last time I was looking here. Alright, what do I need? What do I need? Tofu, that's right. How could I forget about the tofu? And alright, tofu it up. I didn't put curry powder, did I? I did not put curry powder. Migo boxing chat? Tofu is mid, the massive tofu blocks. Motion element. The move I've got, I don't want to tell what they are because I want to keep those, like, all the moves for the members, just so my members get perks to see what they are. Like, Vaporeon's already made if I decide to give it exclusively to Vaporeon. And Flareon's, if I did give it to Flareon, it would also be there. Tofu is mid. Tofu is bad. Every time I try tofu, I try and I just can't. I think there's been like one thing of tofu that I've been able to stomach in my life. And it's all because of the texture. All because of the texture. Alright, giant tofu blocks. See what you do with it. I gotta go. Later, Poketail. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it. Like I said, right now, now that I have the moves finished, the basic moves, I'm going to go look and see what gaps are there. Like, I know Dragon's got some gaps. There's not a good special dragon move. I forgot Dragon Pulse wasn't a thing in Gen 3. So, I'll have to make that, but, that's one of them. I was like, what is that noise? It's Mew. Fairy's got a lot of, I need to fix Fairy a bunch, too. I need to add a special move for Fairy. But that's just gonna be Moonblast. Mr. Diagonal, hello, welcome. I'm doing great. We're just chilling and shiny hunting with chat. We just got a shiny, actually, not long ago. And we're talking about the ROM hack I made. Sparkling title encounter. Or physical, yeah. I mean, in Gen 3, there's a reason why. So. But yeah, I think I can make it. I mean, I've already added a couple new moves. I think I'd said it earlier in my Discord. I think there's like 20 moves I've added already. I don't need to add a whole lot of moves. There's not really a reason to, because of the rework. But I do want to get at least a balancing move set. I know also, I probably should have done this earlier today. I should have made the hidden power. I'm changing hidden power to where it's like, its typing is not just based off IVs. So, I'll take. For completion, it will probably take, I don't know. I mean, it's my first ROM hack. Ideally, I want a playtestable version for a few people to playtest it. To see how many bugs are out there by the end of the year. But that's gonna take a while because I need to, now that the moves are done, pretty much the moves are like 95% done. I have to rework all the Pokemon next, and that's gonna be that'll be even more time consuming. And I'm also making changes to maps, and I have to make changes to trainers as well. So I would say overall I'm probably like 15% done. I've done playtests before. Maybe. I know Saren said she was going to. I probably will let all the members playtest it early. Just let them have it. I'll probably post it in either the members channel and on the in the Discord, and of course on YouTube's community post for it. So, but ideally it would be members and a couple of my streamer friends. Specifically people, I really want to try to find people that's played Kazo. That way I can gauge the difficulty off that. Also I was watching Masha Mouse last night. I was also watching from time to time. I appreciate it. I know we've got a lot of lurkers and stuff like that on the channel. Kazo is fun. Kazo is fun. It's why I want this hack to be good. And I want it to actually be enjoyable. Because my idea behind it is Kazo, but with a few quality of life updates. So, I mean, I did add, like I said, physical special splits in it. Fairies in it already. It's just a couple things I gotta tweak here and there. I also need to tweak some of the evolutions. So, I'm trying to think of a good level for like the trait evolutions. I feel like I don't want to do 36 because I feel like 36 is kind of low for some of them. I was thinking like 42. Maybe I'll look and see what the randomizers to and put them that way. 40 to 50, that's kind of what I was thinking. I'll probably set them all to the same though. That way they're there. And I'll obviously change Umbreon Espeon's evolutions. There's a bunch of evolutions I'm gonna change. $45 seems like a good spot. Maybe, yeah. I have, I disabled EVs too, so there's no EV gain at all. Well, I set the EV field to 1, and I'm hoping that that makes it to where no one can gain EVs. Rip Eevee. I need to find a place. I'm gonna remove Eevee from Celadon, the mart. And I want to place it somewhere, but I don't know where to place it. Not a fan of Eevee farming, yeah. That's one thing. So like I've been playing Moemon, and I was talking to Bio about it. I'm enjoying the game, but it does do some things that are really random at times. Like gatekeeping the EV trainer. And the level keeper. The level keeper, I guess, kind of makes more sense because you could choose not to have level caps. But at that point, like, what would be the point of still gatekeeping? Because you would just go over the level caps from grinding. And the fact that they boosted all the gym leaders to have like 6 full restores. It's really annoying. So, but yeah, I figured get rid of EVs. Probably a good start. Disable healing from battle. Should be a good time. Hopefully. Be 6 max revives. Well, good thing max revives don't work in my hack. And it would not surprise me if they added that for the Elite Four. I'm already dreading the next stream where it's going to be a gauntlet. I'm already prepping myself. I actually need to go grind. For that reason. Alright, I want to get a Meowth. Where's my Meowth, shiny? But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Like I said, I enjoyed making some maps with chat this week. I want to do that again next week. I want to keep some of the maps hidden, though, so that way it's not like a big surprise. Like I was saying, Seafoam Island's getting a complete rework. I don't think I'll show any of that on stream. I might also not show any of, like, the Silphco stuff. Because I want to figure out how to do Silphco, but better. I use level caps. I use rare candies. I've already thought about that, and rare candies are available in the shop. Rare candies, literally, you can buy. I think I've got them set to $100. 100 Poké Dollars. I also put 999 rare candies in the PC to, or not 999. I put 99 in the PC to start with. Because I do not like grinding. Now. Get rid of that. Also, to go back to it, I still also need to distribute the items and stuff like that in places. Figure that out. I have to redo the TMs as well. That will be a future thing. It definitely will take time. I was surprised I finished all the moves because I've only been working on this for like 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks. Cheating is based. Grinding is boring in general. I was trying to edit one of my older VODs from where I used to grind because I was dumb and didn't use rare candies because I didn't really think about it then. And God, is that VOD boring. Because it is a ton, and I mean a ton of grinding in that, like in those streams. Like hours of grinding. And because like the earlier streams, I really didn't know what I was doing. So like now I can pretty much talk like, even if no one's here or there are people lurking and no one's talking, I can pretty much chat the entire like hour and a half that I stream, roughly. Back then, no, there would be points where I'd be like, silence. Now if I feel like I'm not talking enough, I'm like, oh wait, this is weird. I don't like hearing this weird silence. No. Now, like, what you guys just heard is probably about the most amount of silence I'll let slide. Now, I might jump over my words a bit, but, you know. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, I'm not a fan of grinding. I've never been really a big fan of it. There's a specific YouTuber that, like, gets on a high horse about it, but other than him, I think the majority of people agree grinding sucks and is boring. Especially for streamers, because, like, we're obviously here to entertain, and when we're not, if we're having to spend, like, hours of a stream grinding, like, a level 4 Pokemon to make sure it doesn't get knocked out, that's just boring. Nobody, that's just not content. But I guess as a result of, like, earlier days, that's why level caps started to get enforced. So, and I like the idea of level caps. I also I have to make sure I do that and put recommended levels on each one of the gyms too. That's during an episode. It's very boring. Yep. That's why, the only person here in chat that would probably know at this point in time was not. But when we were playing Reborn, for like the first half, we didn't realize that there was a way to like speed up farming and leveling up. And we would record, because that was back when I was recording with Def. We would record sometimes till like 2 and 3 in the morning. And it was awful. And then we learned that we could have just made it way easier and like talked to a person to level up. But, you know. The more you know. The more you know. But yeah, I'm glad there's not gonna be grinding. I'm glad it was a pretty easy change too. It wasn't anything super difficult. ABCs that give you chances you can battle. Yeah, I didn't want to do chances to battle because that takes time. I would much rather just, here you go, here's your candies, level up to what you feel comfortable leveling up to. I'm not even going to put a level cap in there just because of the difficulty reasons. Although, the Elite Four will be, Elite Four and Champion is going to be level 100. I do know that, so you know. That will be a thing. But again, it shouldn't be too bad. Like I said, I want to try to encourage people to use different things. Pokemon that you wouldn't think to normally use. And like I said, it's been really nice that I've got like an entire spreadsheet that's going to have all these changes. I have to make a Google Doc for the Pokemon parts though. I'll learn if I had some more skill-based, which I like, yeah. I don't want to do all the fights level 100, but for Elite Four, for sure. Elite Four and Champion, for sure, level 100. And most of the trainers on Victory Road will probably be high 90s. I do have a really mean idea for Victory Road. And I mean a really mean idea. Actually, I have two mean ideas, but we'll see if I put both of them in. Oh, no, I want the Elite Four entirely level 100. I want the Elite Four to be an onslaught of a challenge. Because it's also going to be more of a challenge because of, Johnny? No. Because you're not able to, like, change your party out. But it'll have to be a little more balanced in that regards. Also, I gotta figure out what I want to do with Bruno. Bruno, I have an idea roughly of team structures for all the Elite Four members except Bruno. Bruno is the one exception. Because, like, part of me wants to give him fighting type Pokemon. But I also don't want to give him fighting type Pokemon because I want to try to give him something more unique. To get for Trick Room is Gen 4. Yeah, there's no Trick Room. Fighting Rock Ground. See, that's the thing. His team is normally so random. I was like, well, maybe I could give him Steel. And I think I am going to give him Steel, like a mixture of Fighting and Steel. I think. But yeah, there won't be a whole lot of setup potentials or anything like that either for it. I also am gonna have to, like I said, rework the reworking moves to the Pokemon themselves will probably be the longest part. It also will take a while because I'm documenting stuff as I go. So that way I don't have to redouble back. Like I said, all the current moves that are in the game that I've gotten worked are in that document. I need to make a folder for it because I think a folder is going to be better. For when it comes time to, like, distribute, because I want the that's one thing also Moemon that drives me crazy is there's not really documentation on changes. They just change things. And I definitely want there to be information out there, because that was one thing that I really enjoyed about Kaizo is how documented it was. But yeah, Fighting Steel might be pretty cool. I might try to, like, give every one of the Elite Fours like a hybrid type. Video on the process of making ROM hack. I mean, I'm streaming making it. I'm gonna try to stream the entire thing, or the most of it. I want to keep some stuff a surprise, but I do plan on streaming it until it's finished. Or at least towards the beta, just so I can get a feel. That way I can see what breaks. I already found one thing of collision that was broken when I was messing around, trying to make an NPC disappear. Fighting Ghost Dark. Yeah, good. Dragon something. Oh, I have something for Lance. I could give Lance either Dragon Flying, which I feel like, actually it's probably not that bad because Flying's getting a pretty big buff in the terms of movesets. But more so, probably Dragon Fairy, because I feel like that would be a cool thing to see. Yeah. And Fairy's gotten a couple new moves too. Like, a little spoiler is one of the moves I've added is, effectively Outrage, but a fairy type version of it. So, Bramble's gonna love it. But yeah, I could do something like that. That's probably, honestly, what I'll do is make hybrid toppings, but, like, thematically fitting. Like, water ice makes sense. Fighting steel kind of makes sense. I feel like steel rock makes a little more sense, though. But that would be just, I feel like, too easy. No. So, used after 2 turns and always hit myself. Yeah, literally. Literally so. This reminds me too, I also need to fix ice, like some of the moves for ice, because there's like no physical ice moves. I changed Ice Spear to be slightly better in my opinion. But there's definitely still some work. Also, I'm like being limited. So when you make it in Gen 3, you can only have 12 characters for like a name. And I'm being limited on obviously like coming up with one. I was talking to Bio about it and I'm like, what do you think works for disarming voice? Because disarming voice is, I added disarming voice to it. And I'm like, should I call it fairy voice? And it ended up being called fairy voice because I couldn't find anything that fit it. Because disarming is too long of a word. Look at all those rufflets. Those little birds. Disarm voice. I thought about that, but disarm voice sounds kind of dumb in a way. Because it makes you think that you're like disarm. Like when I think of disarm, I think of like a gun. Shiny rufflet! This isn't what we were hunting for, but I'll take it. We got us a shiny burb. So, and of course, members, don't forget, if you guys want us or want me to add a trainer with some Pokemon, I can't guarantee the moves, what moves I'll put in there. 2 shinies in 20 minutes, not bad. No, not bad. Okay. I'm being harassed by birds. But yeah, if you want to add, if you want a trainer added in the raw pack, put it in the Discord or in the community post. I'll add them. I can't guarantee moves, but I will guarantee the Pokemon and the that you have. I mean, you're a member. Just post it in the Discord member chat or the member or community post. What you want. So, Gen 3. I mean, you can put as many as you want in there. Well, I mean, up to 6, of course. Depending on how many Pokemon you put as your placement, where you're gonna be. Like, if you say Blastoise, for instance, then I'm not gonna put, if you just say Blastoise, I'm gonna probably put something else on the team, but... Like, someone put in there they wanted an Absol, for instance, so... I'll have that. It's for, like, an early game Pokemon. Like, earlier out Pokemon. But yeah, only up to Gen 3, because I'm not adding any more Pokemon, because I would have to... Well, I would have to learn how to do that. And I'm still a noob. As one would say. I have 3 in mind. I mean, 3's a good bit. I feel like most trainers will probably have like 3 to 4. I also need to rework some of the gyms. I feel like Erica's gym really... Erica and Lieutenant Surge's gym needs a lot of rework. I also just really hate Lieutenant Surge's gym, so... I'm very interested to see how his gym actually works when I start, like, messing with it. Now that I think about it. We'll probably get there next stream. Alright, sweep if you have Fire Poke. She won't be. She won't be for sure this time around. I have already made sure of that. As Erica's best girl, she will be best girl. But yes, I will address all the gym leader's flaws. AKA, expect Raichus with Surf. Surf, some would say. I do wonder how difficult I'm gonna make Brock, though. Just 6 poke. Oh, all the gym leaders will have 6 Pokemon, yeah. All the gym leaders will have 6 Pokemon, and the IVs, maybe not at the start, but at least at Erica's point, from Erica's point onwards, all the Pokemon will be 31 IV'd. I don't think they will be to start with, though. But yeah, all the gym leaders will have 6 Pokemon. That goes also for Elite Four and Rivals and stuff like that. Rivals won't, obviously, like, your Rivals at the beginning won't, but... Or maybe they will. I don't know. But yeah, all of them are going to be very, very strong. The gym leaders should be very strong. And like I say, it's going to be a lot of fun. I do know the gym leaders and stuff, like when I'm building trainers, I'm going to do that off stream. I do know that. That way you guys get the full surprise. Plus, map building is going to take a fat minute. And I do mean a fat minute. Although we did make pretty good progress on the first day, but I'd already done some of the earlier stuff too, so. Plus, there's always a chance of me reworking some of the maps. Like, I already reworked Pallet Town a little bit. But yeah, ideally, the gym leaders are all going to be very, very hard. Oh, Dex, I appreciate you upgrading the membership. The membership? I was confused, like, wait, You're already a member. What do you mean you're a new member? Well, no, it's an upgrade. I appreciate it a lot, buddy. I appreciate it significantly. But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, I'll have a build ready by the end of the year, but we'll see. I double membered. Double membered. Is my sandwich out? No. Close though. There's just no Pokemon spawning. Why would there be? Why would there be? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've had a lot of fun just making like what I have. And like I said, now that I've gotten the moves down, once I do the rebalance, rebalancing all the moves will probably take a day at most. Like, so I'm not streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably go through, redo all the moves one more time just to take a look. Create moves, because I'll have to create moves. And then decide what moves I actually want to put into the game to use. Because I'm already disabling, like, one thing I'm going to do is turn off weather. So you guys won't have options for rain dance and stuff like that. You'll have to rely on the natural elements. But at least the AI also won't have it. So let's evolve our little boy here. No set for Weather Ball then? No, but I did buff Weather Ball. So even if you use it normally, it'll be pretty good. And look on the shiny hunts. I hope all is well. I wanted to mention that the song is completely epic. I love the twerking Lotad. And thank you. I don't know what level you evolved. So I'm gonna actually just give you like, that should be enough. Nope. Chat, what level is Silly Cobra evolve? Okay, never mind. But there will be, so the thing with weather is weather's gonna play much more an important role in Kanto. Like Blaine's gym, for instance. It's gonna be sunny in there. Erica's gym is probably gonna have something going on there. So, but yeah, I do plan on having the gyms and routes have more effect on weather. But Weather Ball itself got buffed. It's even if you're using it as just normal Weather Ball, it's still a really strong, like, you know, Pokemon to use, or it's a really strong move to use. This in a long time. Man, yeah. All right, gamers. Well, my back is hurting, so I'm gonna actually end stream here. Just a couple minutes earlier than what I normally do. Again, tomorrow I'm not streaming. I'll be back Saturday for Mario Party. Early Mario Party. So it should be a lot of fun. It's gonna be with Andreas. It's gonna be Def. It's gonna be Anderson. All three of us are gonna be playing. Hopefully, we'll play some of the newer maps. I really want to do Bowser maps if everyone, or the Bowser map if everyone's available to. But we'll see. Yeah. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get food, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.